Moving to Malaysia. Hold on a second. Before you get the bags packed, there's some things you need to know. I lived there for nearly 2 years, and there's a few things they don't tell you in the Lonely Planet brochure. Now, don't get me wrong. I absolutely love Malaysia, but there's some things you're gonna learn the hard way, like the dating sucks, for example. Let me explain. Number one is kind of a funny one, but in Malaysia, you might experience some playful racism. Whether you like it or not, you'll be stereotyped, and people are put into bunches based on race in Malaysia. That's just the way it is. Like, for example, if you're a Westerner, the stereotype is that you're rich. Now, as we all know well, that's not true. But in Malaysia, it's just something that your friends will joke about. And I think it's all in good humor, to be honest, but you'll definitely notice that. You could be totally broke there wearing your flip-flops and some old t-shirt, and your friends will still call you Elon Musk. If you want to haggle with the locals, you can, but I just let my Malaysian friend do it for me because I don't want that stress. Guys, the Move to Asia cheat sheet in the box below. Quick overview of all the countries. Check it out and see which one suits you. Okay, next one. Section 2. The dating is humbling. The dating scene can be wild and full of misunderstandings, frustrating. Sure, you're probably the hottest thing since sliced bread. But good luck trying to navigate this scene. Sure, you might feel like Brad Pitt for a moment, but then out of nowhere, there's awkward silences. Maybe you get ghosted. Maybe the family don't approve of you. Yeah, you might get ghosted. Look, with all the different mixes of cultures there, it's hard to navigate. It could be the most difficult dating scene to navigate. I think everyone who's been there will agree with that. Now, I'm sure there's some Casanovas out there that did well, but in general, for the most of the population, it's gonna be slow, frustrating. A lot of it seems to be based on social circle, that you have to take time to get to know people, be part of a friends group, then you can kind of start dating. And it's very indirect. Actually, yeah, this is what some girls told me there. Girls don't want to commit to you, especially if you're a foreigner, if there's a risk that you're going to take off. They don't see the point in putting in the effort and investing that time if it's not leading to marriage, basically, marriage and a family. That's what a few girls told me. I know that doesn't go for everyone. Look, if you go to the clubs and the nightlife, you probably do fine. But in general, that was the gist, that it's much slower. I forgot to say that. Malaysia is a conservative country, so expect the dating to be traditional and conservative. That's the main point. Okay, number 3. You might accidentally offend someone without meaning it. Malaysia is an extremely diverse country. You have many people there. Malay Indian, Malay Chinese, Westerners, Africans, South Americans, everyone's there. And like we mentioned, they're playfully racist with each other. So you're better off not mentioning religion, politics. Really, don't go into it. And number 1, never say anything bad about the food. I think more important than anything for Malaysian people is the food. They're so proud of the food. If you don't like it, don't say anything because you will offend people. I love the food, by the way. I'm just saying. Maybe a tip is, learn some nuances in the social and cultural customs. The 3 big ones are Malay, Indian, and Chinese. They're the 3 big groups in Malaysia. That's what makes it interesting. Okay, number 4. Bureaucracy. Bureaucracy is notorious. Looking for paperwork for a bank account or a visa, you might as well be running around the Amazon rainforest with a shtick. If you don't have someone in the know or connected, getting something done could feel like an endless quest with no end in sight. Things move slowly there, but you just have to roll with it. You just have to deal with it. The best tip is, if you're going to any office, bring a book, some snacks, maybe a sleeping bag, because you'll be there for a while. But a pro tip is, look, if you can make friends easily and you make friends in the right places, you can get things done. Number 5. In Malaysia, it's hot, then it rains, then it's hot again. As is to be expected, in a country lying near the equator, it's hot and humid. There's 2 seasons in Malaysia, hot and damn hot. You will be changing clothes regularly, maybe twice a day, 3 times a day. If you walk around the park and the Petronas Towers, your shirt will be dripping with sweat. It's just the way it is. You just have to get on with it. Sometimes it's like stepping out into a giant sauna. Then the next minute, you're going to be covered in rain. But I like it. It's tropical chaos. 1 minute it's scorching outside, and around 4 p.m. a giant storm will just come out of nowhere and you'll have to take cover. But actually it's quite enjoyable. The storms are amazing shows of lightning, loud thunder. If you have a nice place to watch it from, it's really, really interesting. It's really great. But you will be sweating. Definitely a pro tip is invest in an umbrella. You'll be using the umbrella to hide from the sun and also to hide from the rain. So it's a two birds with one stone kind of job. And also bring a towel. You'll be sweating like me. Okay, number 6. This is a funny one, but also true. You could end up easily joining a pyramid scheme by accident. During my time in Malaysia, I encountered lots of networking groups. You'd go to Starbucks or you'd go to a different coffee shop and you'd meet gangs of people there. They'd introduce themselves as this, some were trading crypto, Forex. But watch out for these because these are multi-level marketing schemes. They're not so much a social club. I was invited to join this one. I was in Starbucks one day. One evening, a gang of young people came in and there were obviously 3 or 4 leaders of the gang, and there was a Maserati Quattroporte outside. I think there was a Lambo someone had outside the Starbucks. They were done up to the nine, these guys. And I couldn't figure out what the jig was. So it was pitched to me as a social club, just a networking thing where people learn to trade Forex, make some money, and everyone's making money. No one loses money in Forex apparently. And it's great social club and everything. I tried to figure it out. And then the scheme is basically the flashy guys are on top. They're being paid by the people underneath them. They're teaching them to trade Forex, but there's no way in hell that they're going to make money, that everyone can make money. So I think that's the scheme. And so you have the leaders on the top. They train these people in the Forex. These people get more people to come in, and the pyramid goes on. That was one thing. That was one thing just to be careful of. There are scams in Malaysia. Anyone being too friendly, too forward. And finally, don't forget, Malaysia has some incredible beaches that no one talks about, but they rival Thailand, maybe even better. The food is really incredible, but just be careful of oily foods and fried foods. It's easy to put on weight in Malaysia. Case in point. You can live like a king in Malaysia. It's extremely developed. It's the most developed Asian country. And don't forget, for all you nightlife lovers, there is pockets of nightlife that you can go to. But in general, there's not a big drinking culture. There's not a big party culture. Remember, to show respect, it's a religious country. It's a majority Muslim country, so while you're there, adhere to the local customs. All right, quick recap. Everyone thinks you're rich. Dating is very confusing. You'll offend someone. Bureaucracy and red tape. Expect red tape. The weather is hot and humid. Watch out for scams and MLMs. And respect the local culture and religious customs. Okay, that's a wrap. If you're thinking about moving to Malaysia, take these ideas with you. Don't fall for the scams. Don't fall for the red tape. Don't get stuck in red tape, but enjoy it. Malaysia is one of the best countries in the world, the most underrated country, maybe in Asia, maybe in the world. Guys, the Move to Asia cheat sheet in the box below. Quick overview of all the countries. Check it out and see which one suits you. Thanks very much. Thanks for watching the video. Like, subscribe, do whatever you want to do. I need all the help I can get here. Thanks.